Hey, thanks for tuning in because I got something to say. Welcome to Talk That Shit Radio, the podcast where controversy meets real issues. And I am your host, Mr. Talk That Shit. So we got Mr. K Swab in the building, man. What's going on with you?
Man, brother, just getting back in town. I know you just flew in to get this thing done, so appreciate the love, bro.
Oh, no, it's all good, man. So, like I said, man, today we talking about the value of a woman. Is it gone or is it still intact? So, are you a single man? You in a relationship?
Right now, I'm happily divorced.
Okay. I can dig that. Yeah. So when you get back in the field, if you get back in the dating pool, you dig what I'm saying? Now, you know it's a common thing for these women to have children.
Of course.
Okay, it's really hard to find a woman that doesn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? Or find a woman that just has one kid, for that matter.
No doubt.
You know. So what's the limit on a woman having kids that is acceptable for you, for her to be, you know what I'm saying, in your realm on the dating pool?
Well, for me personally, it's all about the woman. You know what I'm saying? Really, I could care less how many kids she really got, per se. Only reason, because when you do get with a woman, you have to understand it's a combo meal. You know, it's a #1 meal. Everything is in the package. So, you know, if they have multiple kids or one kid or no kid, it's just about how a woman treats you. You know, to me, that makes me decide if I'm going to, you know, be in a relationship or willing to, you know, jump into that type of situation.
Okay, a #1 meal is fine, but when we go to a #7 meal, let me get a #5. You know what I'm saying? A supersize.
No doubt.
So how can this woman properly give you the attention that you require as a man?
Definitely.
And all her time is taking care of these kids.
Right.
And then that's not to say if she has a job. You know what I'm saying?
More time going.
And then that's also more money, because if she has to find a babysitter, you dig what I'm saying, or somebody to take care of those kids, where is the time for you? Where's the time for the man that this woman is supposed to be investing? Because a relationship is an investment into each other.
All day long.
So where is it? Where's the build at? Like,
well, me personally, again, if a woman has multiple kids, it's just if the woman has her head on straight and she's about her business, then that's the determining factor.
Right.
You know, regardless of how many kids she got, again, to me, if she got 7 to 10 to 12, I mean, if she's a business entrepreneur and she got her head on straight and she's doing what she got to do to get to the bag, again, my selection in women are not, I wouldn't rule out a 9-to-5er. I wouldn't rule out, you know, somebody who's a business entrepreneur. I ain't going to rule out a millionaire. I ain't going to rule out.
So what's your limits? What will you rule out? Because if you don't have a limit to rule out, that means you're willing to accept any woman that may treat you right.
Yeah.
Just because you treat me right don't mean you're right for me.
That's real. Well, my limit is, what I would say is, again, me personally, I wouldn't say 10 kids. 10 kids is a lot, you know what I'm saying? 10 kids is a whole lot, but again, if she's handling her whole function and the 10 kids are being taken care of, I'm not coming into a relationship. A relationship to me is not something that, you know, it's all give.
Right,
you know, it's give and take. Just like our relationship with the planet. Carbon dioxide, oxygen. You know, it's a relationship.
Right.
So it's give and take. Everything you do is give and take in this world.
50-50.
Exactly. But my limit is somebody who is, you know, I would say who's not about their business, because I'm all mental. You know, you got to mentally make love to me before you be like, oh, let me get that thing.
Right.
Yo, I'm like,
That's the problem with the women in today's society, that they don't know how to mentally stimulate an individual.
Definitely.
They don't know how to even get into their own mind and separate what's going on. They're just so strong on the emotion. Yes, the emotion is part of your mental behavior.
Definitely.
And you have to know how to structure it, and you have to know how to maintain it in a way that it doesn't overwhelm you. You know what I'm saying? Or get in your way and hinder your progress of what you're doing.
Definitely.
You dig what I'm saying? So, bottom line, is her value gone if she has multiple children with multiple baby daddies, because there's a lot of women out here that just don't have 3, 4 kids by one man.
Right.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? You had longevity with that man. But you have women every day that have 4 kids, 4 baby daddies.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say this, man, in reference to like a woman with multiple baby daddies, and that means with multiple baby daddies, a lot of times comes multiple baby daddy issues.
Right.
So if a woman has, so many baby daddies, she's been, around the block multiple times, it's like, again, people change. You can't say, like a person who commits a felony is a bad person.
Right.
You never know what they've been through. You didn't know if something happened at that time in life. Well, people change, and God changes people. You know what I'm saying? Not people change. Sorry about that. But I would say it's a case-by-case situation. Of course, me personally, if a woman, again, is not mentally stable, not mentally handling her own business, it's kind of hard to come in and be Captain Sable, all the time, you know. Because me personally, I've been through situations, lost my mom in a car accident, and she was a single woman who had me and my brother, of course, 2 baby daddies, my dad and his dad, and so I was raised by a single family woman, so I can't rule out, a situation that they have been through to get to where they're at today.
2 ain't 5, 2 ain't 6. You know what I'm saying? And also it goes to situations. Say a woman has 2 children and 2 baby daddies.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, where are they? Well, the first baby daddy could have passed away.
Yeah, a situation.
I could still be with this baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on the situation. But when you start getting past 4,
yeah,
then it's an issue. And it becomes irresponsible on your behalf to have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Now, how does it affect the relationship?
Well, it definitely affects, if a woman has been through just multiple, they say you can't change a HOE into a housewife,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if a woman has been just around the block,
Right.
it's, and you know it by what's left there is children,
Right.
With each situation, I guess it wouldn't be your highest pick of the charts in reference to picking this woman. But again, it's all about the mental. If the mindset has changed or the mindset is different, and just people with me, it's like if a woman is there I'm trying to empower her.
Right.
She's trying to empower me. We're trying to work together to build each other up. I'm not saying she can have 100 kids and 100 baby daddies.
Right,
That's a stretch.
Right.
But it's just, the way the society is right now, of course, women with multiple men, multiple baby daddies, they might be looked upon a certain type of way. But as a culture, us as a culture, us as a people, there's certain things that the higher powers or the government, things that are laid down and put as the only thing people know.
Right.
Like some people, they live in Georgia, they're going to die in Georgia.
Right.
Some people, they on the system and then they never get off the system. And their kids going to be in the system.
Exactly.
So it's like generational wealth is something that I strive for myself. And people, again, there's perception of what their lives consist of. Because, again, just because somebody robbed a bank or killed somebody, I wouldn't say kill somebody, but just because somebody, has a felony doesn't mean they're a bad person. So
Right.
I could judge her a little bit by saying she might be a loose goose.
Right.
And not to invest, my time into the situation. But it's just, it's case by case.
So going back to what you said about how they're being looked at, you have to agree that there is a stigma around women like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And it also goes to, like you said, these women are depending on the county. They're dependent on the government assistance. I am a firm believer of the deadbeat baby mama. Okay?
That's real.
Let me explain. The deadbeat baby mama, a lot of women don't get this, and they think you're backlashing single mothers. There's a lot of single mothers that have jobs, that go to work every day to take care of those children. They go to school to better themselves, to get an education so they can get a better career, to take care of their children. And they do that on their own. They pay babysitters, and they do what they have to do. But you have those young girls, and they're young ones, but they're starting to get older.
Right.
They're having kid after kid after kid. No job.
Right.
They claim they can't work because they have all these kids. They got what they call remote work now, so that excuse don't work no more.
Right.
That you can't work because you got all these kids.
Right.
They got a lot of work from home jobs.
Yeah, that's real.
Okay, but they expect everyone but themselves to take care of those children.
That's crazy.
Your mama didn't have them kids. Your auntie didn't have them kids. Your cousin didn't have them kids. Your sister didn't have them kids. You laid up and had them kids. God gave you those kids, so he made it your responsibility to take care of them kids. Not the county, not your worker is not responsible for those children. Now, everybody needs assistance and help every now and then.
All day.
And I come from the government cheese, you dig what I'm saying, era. You feel me? Peanut butter with the white label.
No doubt.
You dig what I'm saying? So I know, but everybody has to go through something to get somewhere. And that's okay. That is perfectly fine to get the assistance that you need while you're trying to maintain and reach for higher goals.
Right.
But under any circumstances, it is never okay for you to solely depend on someone else or some type of government or county assistance, because they are not responsible for your children. You are. And it just showed how irresponsible you are by laying up and having these children and expecting and depending on everyone but yourself to take care of these children.
That's real. Well, if a woman has no aspirations, no goals, no drive, you know, because you shouldn't want your children to be in the same system you were on at all. You know, me personally, you would definitely want better for your kids.
Right.
You know, my mother wanted better for me. I know we struggled. You know, we struggled living in Far Rockaway, Queens for a minute. You know, doing this, doing that. She did her thing, but she instilled in me, like I'm hoping other women out there are instilling in their children, to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? Be better, do better than what I've done. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
me.
the goal.
Yeah, me personally, I put some things together for my daughter. Love your scholar, you know what it is, and it's like my struggles. I don't want to have to go through.
Right, of course not.
That's why I'm an entrepreneur. I don't work for anybody. I'm working for her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's her company. I named the company after her.
Right. To leave her that's that generational wealth we spoke about, to make sure they have something going, to make sure that the children are the beneficiary of what you have going on.
Yeah.
But it all starts in the home, like you said, the teaching. And a lot of these women are not teaching their daughters to be different from them.
Definitely.
They are, the reason these girls, especially these Gen Z girls, and a lot of, I'll go back to the millennials,
Jesus.
they are twerk masters.
Jesus.
Sexualize themselves, and it's not even always for profit. Right. It's for likes and views and acceptance.
Jesus.
So what type of values and goals are you teaching your daughter by, number one, she's seeing you on live shaking your thing. You dig what I'm saying? And she back there doing it too. You see all these kids dancing to Sexy Red? Now, why is these little 6-year-old girls dancing to Sexy Red? She ain't no role model.
That is ridiculous.
She is an embarrassment to black women that are trying to teach their children that you can be better than this. Right. You do not have to sexualize yourself in a demeaning way to get the attention that you demand and that you require to be on that higher level.
At all.
A man will respect you more if you don't always show or shake what your mama gave you.
That's real, yo.
You dig what I'm saying? A man will respect you more.
They leave nothing right now, like the millennials that you reference, man. There's no imagination.
Right.
You know, they leave nothing to the imagination. The ass is out, this is out, everything is just out.
Right.
And it's sad to see, but again, it all starts from home. It all starts from the mother, or if it's a single-family home, mother, father, mother, whoever it is. And me, again, I'm not going to say the generation is lost, because there's always hope. But But where's the hope going to start? It has to start in home,
Right.
in home with
Right.
that mother. So yeah, women with a lot of children, if they don't have a game plan,
Right.
a game plan together, put together, then it's generational debt that's going to be passed on. It's government assistance going to be passed on
Right.
forever and ever and ever.
Exactly.
So it's really up to those women to make a change, and men, if you step in and become a boyfriend to multiple, she has multiple kids, willing to take on that responsibility. I'm just saying, give direction, give some type of direction. Be a motivation, be inspirational to them, be a figure. You don't have to be the baby daddy per se, but do something different, because the path that we're on currently, like you said, the sexy red, the dancing provocatively, they say sex sells, but that's the industry shit. Kids should not be listening to those damn
Right.
sexy red.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. And that goes back to the parents monitoring their children. Just because I listen to something,
Yeah,
don't mean you should listen to it. I tell my son all the time, my music is not for you.
exactly.
I don't make music for children.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? My music is music for people that are old enough to go do what they need to do.
Definitely. That's real.
You dig what I'm saying? But I'm not going to lead my child into that direction,
Hell no.
because I went down the direction to save you from that direction.
That's real.
I know what it is. I know what it's like. So when you have these type of situations, how do you feel that it affects them finding a meaningful relationship? Because having a boyfriend is different than having a husband.
Definitely.
So anytime a woman looks for a relationship, she needs to be looking with a purpose.
That's real.
She needs to be looking for long term, not just to have a little boo thing. She needs to be looking for a partner, someone that is going to value her just like she is going to value him, but the value has to be in place.
Definitely. That's
You
right.
dig what I'm saying? So all these kids running around, it's kind of difficult for a man to sit back and look and want to commit long term to the situation, because going back to the package deal, yes, I'm with you, but now I have these 4 or 5 kids that I have to look at too. So what is your position? Where is your role as a man in a situation like this if you're dating a woman that has these multiple kids, or that has multiple baby daddies that may still be in her life because they're in those kids' lives?
Definitely.
What role do you play in that situation?
Well, me, if I was in a situation like that, again, to inspire, to motivate, from the woman, if she, I wouldn't be with a woman if she's not about anything for herself. But I would try to be a role model for the kids, because again, I came from a single family home. My father left us at 2 years old, so I know how it was growing up without a father in the house. So me personally, motivation, inspiration, see how they're doing, making sure they're doing something. If I stepped into that situation, if they want to do ballet, cheerleading, whatever it is, I'm going to be, that.
You're going to be that stepdaddy and
Exactly.
take care of them kids.
Exactly.
That's what she wants you to do. That's why she's looking for you. These women look for a man that is willing to take in the whole clan.
No doubt. He's doing.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they look for.
That's real.
So if you say, okay, well, if this woman is watching, you say this right now, say, oh, man, he don't mind that I got these kids. He don't mind that I got these baby daddies and they ain't really doing shit, because he going to come in and he going to fill in that gap that I ain't doing, that these kids' father ain't doing.
That's real.
And they play on it because of the kids. Oh, well, we don't want your kids to go hungry. We don't want your kids to do this and that. But at the same time, them ain't my kids.
No doubt. Well, I say God. I mean, me personally, you got to have a heart of discernment. You got to pray. And
True.
Me personally, I'm not making a decision off of, it's a fat booty or this or that.
Right.
It's all in the mind. It's all
Right.
in the mind. So me personally, regardless of how many kids, how many situations, how many this, how many that. Now, I'm not like the church that says, come as you are. you know, because
they will. They will.
And I'm not
baby in tow.
If any women are out there looking like, oh, he's the right, nah. If you, we're not equally yoked. I mean, there's so many things you have to look into. I mean, to even, you know, be a part of a situation, especially when, you know, a person has their head on straight. You know, me personally, I'm just like, I have no time for no BS. I'm just straight focused on, you know, my daughter and making sure her life is going to be better than mine. And if God brings me somebody into my world that we're equally yoked, we're supporting each other, we're motivating each other to move forward, to get more out of life, then that's going to be the person I choose. I don't know if these people know, but we don't even own our last names. You know, our birth certificates being traded on the stock market, you know, when we were supposed to be freed as slaves. This is a system. It's the Matrix, and the movies tell it. It's real. It's real life, but they put it in front of your face, and people don't even know.
Right.
So I get deep.
Right. No, that's real. It's a lot of that people don't know. You know what I mean? And it's just opening up that person's mind to really see where they're at. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, about a relationship, about their finances, everything. You know what I'm saying? You really got to see, because when you're entering a relationship, all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like these women, you got to kind of like play it with caution.
Damn sure.
You know, until you are secure enough to say, you know what, I'm ready to take this on. Right. You know what I'm saying? We was spending time together. We was dating, you know what I'm saying, without the kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I knew of your kids. But now I'm ready to step it up with you and be your man, be a stepdaddy to these kids. Now, how do you feel about the situations where people have been bringing things for their children, but not the rest of the children?
Yeah.
You know, so it goes into where, okay, well, you know, you have your daughter yourself.
Definitely.
You're always going to take care of your daughter. She comes first. Before anybody else's kids, yours always come first.
Definitely.
Okay? So is it right if you bring your daughter something or do something special for your daughter and not this woman's children if you're dating her? We're not speaking of being married to her, but if you're dating her.
Well, yeah, if I'm just dating a woman, and again, if the woman is, you know, getting to know my daughter, I'm getting to know her kids, I'm not the type of dad who is going to be just giving stuff to my daughter. The only reason, because me personally, I've managed people, 100 people at a time. Right. And you can't speak to everybody the same. You can't say the same thing to everybody, because somebody might have had something that happened in their life that particular day that might set them ablaze. So, no, I'm the type of brother. I would everybody equally, because I don't. You know, it's just. I mean, I love my daughter with all my heart. You know what I'm saying? I love her, you know, to the death of me, last breath of me. But when you make a commitment to be with a woman and she has kids, then, you know, I just can't be giving my daughter the Lamborghini and they get the Toyota. You know what I'm saying? I got to do it across the board. But, you know, everybody's different. You know, everybody's not me. Everybody's not you. You know.
So if you're doing it across the board, buying Lamborghinis for biological and steps.
The toy car. I'm listening.
To clarify that.
No doubt.
Where do their fathers come in at?
Well, their fathers, obviously, you
because
know.
men feel some type of way when another man is taking care of their children.
Well, they should have did the right thing and been there to grow that child. Don't be jealous at the guy who takes over. If you didn't do the right thing in the beginning, then, you know, hey. You know.
But isn't that putting judgment on the man? How you know he didn't do the right thing and the woman is not purposely keeping him from his child? Because that's how some women be. They are just spiteful and they are mad at this man and want to get back at him. So they're going to stop him from coming around his children and being with his children. And he is trying to do the right thing. Yeah. But you have the assumption, and men have the assumption that, oh, man, well, he ain't in the kid's life. He must have did something wrong. Why couldn't it be she did something wrong and ran him off?
Well, that's true. That's definitely true. Like, That's a very, very good point. Now, so I'm not going to purposely judge a man just because he hadn't been there, because I wasn't laying down in the bed with him and her. So judging him off the bat is really, really immature and premature to do that. But you'll never know the real situation, between these two unless you have a woman who said this happened, or unless he comes over and you're able to actually speak to him.
Right. Talk to that man. Find out. See, you have to understand, you'll find out more of the truth.
Yeah.
I say more of the truth, not the whole truth, because neither party is going to tell you the exact whole truth.
Never.
But you'll find out more of the truth from the man
Damn sure
than
right.
you will from the woman, because the woman going to put icing, sprinkles, a cherry, some whipped cream, and everything to satisfy her needing in the storytelling.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
When the man's just going to say, raw cut, man, maybe I did this wrong, this and that, but then she did this, that, and the third.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Well, it's definitely good to hear both sides of the story. Again, I know my ex-wife, she might say this, and I might say that. But, me personally, in my personal situation, I'm just like, I just wish the best for my ex-wife, wish her to get everything that God has for her, and leave me the hell alone. Leave me the hell alone.
Y'all heard it, man. Get gone, be gone.
What I'm doing is for my daughter, and if you're trying to tear down me, then you're trying to tear down the future that I'm trying to make sure my daughter has. So that maturity level is not there at all.
No, that's real. So bottom line, everybody, it's like this, man. You have to be cautious of your pickings in a relationship. And just because a woman doesn't have one kid or no kids doesn't mean that she's not a good woman.
Of course.
The value is not as high as it could have been or it was before, but she could possibly still have potential. And if she's continuing to work on herself and not lay back on her backside, eat bonbons, and watch soap operas all day, instead of trying to find some way to take care of her children, So you really got to be careful. And men, don't just go for anything.
That's real.
Don't just accept her because she's cute. Or don't just accept her because she got a good job and she got a bag. That money don't mean nothing.
Nothing at all.
If she don't have integrity, if she don't have morals, if she don't have standards for herself, and I'm going to tell you like this, straight like that. If a woman has more than 4 children and multiple baby daddies, that just showed your respect for yourself is very limited, because those were not all accidents. 9 times out of 10, those were all unprotected sexual acts that you purposely did. So you knew the consequences of what was going to happen, and you were willing to accept that and take that risk. Own that. Be responsible about that. Take care of your children. Stop trying to look for a man that's willing with open arms to accept you, your baggage, and all your problems. Because we ain't trying to deal with all that. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure y'all click, subscribe, like this video. Where can they find you at, man? Tell them.
Well, let's see. ATL on Fire, ATLONFIYA. You can find me on Instagram. Also, www.atlonfire.com, which is ATLONFIYA. Y'all check out my music is out right now. Shout out to distributor, gave me an unlimited distribution deal, Baghead Distribution. Salute. So I'm on all streaming platforms on the music, and of course I do all the production, all the recording, all the editing, all the engineering, the mastering. I do it all myself. The TV show, you can catch me on several different streaming platforms. We have Bread TV, we have the Enterprise Theater, we have Connected TV, we have Grind TV. Jesus, I hope I didn't forget anybody. Also radio. I'm on 24 different radio stations right now, so you can hear me. The ATL on Fire show is in Cali, it's in Chicago, it's in Wisconsin, it's in Miami, it's in Orlando.
He everywhere. He in your dreams.
It's in Pittsburgh. It's in, so.
Right. We global around here.
To all the radio partners, I definitely thank you for letting the ATL on Fire continue to reach the millions and millions of people especially Live Wires. There's 20 million listeners a month, so salute to Kenneth. He's been giving me so much love. Also, shout out to my PR. Huge Big Star Records, Betty Perrier, you know who you are. Thank you so much for everything you do, everything you've done. Got to, shout out, of course, again, all the TV partners, all the radio partners. Also, if y'all ever need any transportation, I do have a logistics company. It's called Skylar's Pet Transportation. And guess who Skylar is?
Your daughter.
Hey, salute. Love you.
Skylar gonna have it made, boy.
Yeah, Skylar's already. She said, Daddy, I got a billboard. I said, yes, that's your name on the billboard, baby.
Yeah.
Daddy, I got drivers. Yes, you do, baby. So, but y'all can catch me everywhere. You can Google ATL on Fire. You'll see all the articles, see the TV network, see the radio platforms that I'm on. Again, if you ever need pet transportation, Skylar's Pet Transportation. You can Google us, Facebook, Instagram. We're everywhere. Again, I personally driven to Alaska 7 times from my home in Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
And I've driven all throughout the country. So any of my drivers can never say, hey, have you crossed the street? I'm like, yeah, just a couple times.
All you exotic dog owners, man, tap in. We need that shipping, state to state. You know what I'm saying? With them Frenchies and them exotic bullies, you'll always need a good shipper, man. So tap in with him. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this episode of Talk That Shit Tuesdays on Talk That Shit Radio Podcast. Mr. K. Swab, man, it was a pleasure to have you on here.
More than
we must do
bro.
it again.
Yes, sir.
On this show, we pick brains from real people, whether you're an artist, whether you're a businessman, or what have you. I want to see how you feel about real issues. So until the next episode of Talk That Shit Tuesday, I am Mr. Talk That Shit, and we out.
Salute.